The chandelier light glinted off champagne flutes, a sterile shimmer in the crowded banquet hall. Laughter and clinking glasses swirled, but my pulse stayed even, a metronome under my tailored suit. My stepson, Ethan, stood at the head table, all polished charm in his tuxedo, his bride radiant beside him. 26, a doctor, thanks to my checks, 6 years of medical school, paid in full. My gift to Claire's son, the boy I'd raised since he was 10. He grabbed the mic, his grin wide, practiced. The room hushed. I leaned back, sipping bourbon, expecting gratitude. His eyes found mine, sharp, deliberate. "I want to thank my mom," he said, voice smooth as venom, "for finding a wallet big enough to fund my dreams." The room laughed, a ripple of polite amusement. Claire, beside me, squeezed my hand, her smile tight. My jaw didn't clench, my smile didn't falter, but inside, a fault line cracked. Wallet. Not father, not family. A jab, public calculated. The boy I'd mentored, coached through exams, sat with through fevers, reduced me to a transaction. I clapped, slow, deliberate. The crowd followed. Ethan's gaze lingered, smug, then slid to his bride, Emily. She laughed, oblivious, her diamond ring catching the light. Later, as guests danced, I stood at the bar, bourbon burning my throat. Claire's perfume lingered as she whispered, "He didn't mean it, David. He's just nervous." Lies. I knew that look. His mother's eyes, but colder. Something festered beneath his toast, something planned. I excused myself, slipped outside. The night air was crisp, biting. My phone buzzed, a contact from the medical board, an old favor owed. "Check your email," the message read. "You'll want to see this." I opened it. My blood didn't race. It froze. The email held a zip file, encrypted. My laptop hummed in the hotel room, Claire asleep in the next suite, her breathing soft through the thin walls. I typed the password, Ethan's graduation date, a bitter choice. Files spilled open, transcripts altered, exam scores forged, a hidden paper trail of purchased answers dating back to his MCAT. Ethan hadn't earned his degree, he'd bought it. The bourbon sat untouched on the desk. My mind churned, not with rage, clarity. I'd paid for his tuition, his apartment, his car. 6 years, $400,000, my savings drained to sculpt his future. And he'd played me. Not just him, Claire's fingerprints were here. Her encouragement to fund him, her late-night calls to check on Ethan, her insistence I didn't push him too hard. I scrolled further. Emails between them, careless, unencrypted. "David's too proud to check," she wrote. "Keep him happy, and he'll keep paying." Ethan's reply, "He's a means to an end, Mom. Emily's the real prize. Her dad's firm will set me up." Emily, the bride, daughter of a hospital CEO. A step to power, not love. Shock didn't hit. Betrayal did, cold and surgical. Claire, my wife of 12 years, had weaponized my trust. Ethan, the son I'd claimed, had wielded it. I'd built their world, house, stability, legacy. They'd mined it, hollowed it out. Denial flickered. Maybe a mistake? Forged emails? No, the dates aligned. Claire's withdrawals from our joint account, labeled consulting. Ethan's sudden Rolex, his smug toast. I closed the laptop. The room was silent, save for my pulse, steady, plodding. They thought me a fool. They'd learn otherwise. I didn't confront them, not yet. Strategy over emotion. Days after the wedding, I moved like a ghost. Smiles at breakfast, kisses for Claire, congratulations for Ethan. Inside, a storm brewed, leashed tight. I hired a forensic accountant, cash paid, no trail. Trace Claire's accounts, look for discrepancies. Reports trickled in, offshore transfers, small but consistent, funneled to a shell company. Ethan's name on the deeds. Claire's signature on the wire forms. Next, Ethan's digital footprint. A burner phone, hacked via a phishing link I sent disguised as a residency offer. Texts to Emily. David's clueless. Once I'm in your dad's firm, we ditch him. To Claire. Keep him sweet. I need his last check for the fellowship. I tailed Ethan to his new clinic, a gleaming facility funded by Emily's father. Watched him charm patients, his stethoscope a prop. My PI dug deeper. Hospital records accessed through a bribed admin. Prescriptions Ethan wrote, predating his license. Controlled substances off books. Sloppy. Arrogant. Nights I sat in my study, Claire asleep upstairs. Her perfume lingered, once comforting, now a lie. I cross-referenced dates. Her charity trips matched Ethan's exam weeks. She'd flown to him, coached his deceit. My trust, their scaffold. I contacted the medical board, anonymous. Sent fragments, altered transcripts, prescription logs. Not enough to bury him, yet. I needed proof of intent, not just fraud. Lily, my daughter from my first marriage, noticed my distance. "Dad, you okay?" she asked, 9 and too perceptive. "Fine, bug." I ruffled her hair. Inside, I vowed they'd pay, but not at her cost. Every step tightened the noose. I waited, calm, the trap half set. The board's letter arrived, sealed, at a P.O. box I'd rented. I opened it in my car, engine idling, rain streaking the windshield. Ethan's license, under review, pending investigation. Attached files confirmed it, transcripts, fake. Prescriptions, illegal. A whistleblower's dossier, my handiwork. Then the PI's final drop, a USB drive, delivered by courier. Audio files, Claire's voice, low, conspiratorial. "Ethan, you were reckless." Those scores, David could have checked. Ethan's laugh, sharp. He's too busy playing dad. Emily's my ticket now. Her dad's connections, better than David's wallet. Emily, a pawn, like me. Her father's firm, Ethan's real prize. Claire's emails sealed it. Marry her, secure the deal. David's done his part. The truth landed, not a shock, a blade, clean and cold. They'd orchestrated it from the start. My love for Claire, my duty to Ethan, tools for their ambition. I'd funded a lie, raised a snake. I drove home. Claire cooked, humming, oblivious. Ethan and Emily were at their new condo, gifted by her father. I set the USB on the counter, printouts beside it, board letter, email chains, audio transcripts. Claire turned, spatula frozen. Her eyes flicked to the pile, then me. Color drained. "David, what?" "You used me." Voice flat, steel. "Both of you. The degree, the wedding, all bought." She crumpled, knees buckling, tears instant. "I wanted his future secure, for us. You were so generous." Generous. The word twisted, a mockery. Her mask fell, loving wife, devoted mother. Just a schemer, exposed. I stood, unmoved. Clarity burned, cold as ice. Claire grabbed my sleeve, nails biting. "David, please. Ethan's young, stupid. Don't ruin him." I pulled free, slow, deliberate. "He's ruined himself. And you helped." Her sob broke, raw, desperate. I slid the USB toward her. "Play it for Emily. Tonight." She froze, horror dawning. I'd copied the audio to Emily's father, anonymous. His firm's ethics board would shred Ethan's contract by dawn. The license revocation was already in motion. My tip, irrefutable. I left the kitchen, grabbed Lily from her room, sleep over at Grandma's. She grinned, oblivious. I packed her bag, Claire's wails echoing behind. One last stop, Ethan's condo. I knocked. Emily answered, radiant still. I handed her a duplicate USB, voice calm. Listen to this. Before you sign anything. Her smile faltered. What's? Truth. I turned, walked away. Ethan's voice drifted from the hall, carefree. It wouldn't last. Back home, Claire sat, USB clutched, eyes red. I'll fix this, she whispered. No. Final. You're done. I'd wired the audio to the board. The firm, Emily's lawyer. Claire's accounts, frozen. My name pulled from joint titles. Ethan's fellowship, canceled. Fraud flagged. Emily's annulment papers would hit by morning, her father's rage fueling the speed. They'd unravel, cornered by their own lies. I stepped into the night, Lily's hand in mine. Their world collapsed behind me, silent, deserved. We drove to my mother's, city lights fading in the rear view. Lily sang softly, her voice a tether to something real. Claire's love was a mirage, shimmering, then dust. Ethan's loyalty, a fiction I'd funded. No tears, no rage, just a void, clean and sharp. I'd built their empire, brick by brick. They'd hollowed it, greedy. Now, rubble. The PI's fee, settled. New accounts, untouchable. Lily's future, mine to guard. She yawned, head on my arm. Dad, are we okay? Yes. Truth, hard won. Betrayal taught, trust is a currency, spent once. I held the vault now. Power wasn't destruction. It was walking away. Their ruins my victory. Control is a shadow, cast long and cold.